Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Oliz, and welcome back to a Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode Skyblock. In the last episode, we were working on... okay, so I actually didn't stop playing after I recorded the last episode, and I don't actually remember what all we were doing, because it's been a couple hours. Let's see, we got the Master Blood Orb, and we duplicated the Null Catalyst and made some runes as we waited for the last bit of UU Matter and the ME system. AE system. AE system, yes. I guess it is also called an ME controller, so either one. But we have enough. We have enough UU Matter. Finally, I can tell this to do a single run, and we just put it right here. It drains the stuff in there. And I'm going to turn that, I'm just going to put that right back. And we should have, here in a moment, the last piece of iridium. That has taken so long. Like I said, it's been a couple of hours just to get the last couple of pieces. We're going to rework this eventually. Because we are going to need more UU Matter as we go along. But we'll get there. We'll figure out what's the best thing. So in the meantime, while I was waiting for all that, I did go ahead and make all of the demonic slates that we need for the rest of the runes. So let's go ahead and make those. And the other thing I want to quickly talk about is runes of sacrifice. So our altar is doing good on capacity. But I'm going to want to make some more runes of sacrifice, and this is the recipe. It requires 2 blood runes, dagger of sacrifice, which is an Arthana, which not too difficult. Honestly, it'll be pretty easy once we get the living wood automated, and mana pearls are easy enough, which we could probably... I have the chunk loading. I could chunk load. Ooh, that's an idea. We can make tesseracts. Those are well within our reach, and we could actually make a vanilla style Enderman farm in the end. So that is an idea. We might look into that relatively soon, but these are doable. It just will take some time, and I'm not going to make those on camera or anything like that, but I'm going to make a bunch of them, I think, and then I also want to make runes of the superior capacity, which, again, that's actually pretty easy, versus the... Let's see, runes of augmented capacity. It's a little bit more expensive because it does require demonic slates, but cauldrons, obsidian, that's all pretty easy. So we're going to make... Oh, no they're not. We would need Archmage's Blood Orb, or Eldritch, or Transcendent. Yeah, that's not going to be easy. Never mind. I thought we'd make those, but I don't think we're going to. We'll make some more augmented capacity and acceleration, not acceleration, we'll make some speed runes as well, speed things up. So I'm just going to kind of rework the altar off camera. Most of the stuff is pretty easy. What does the speed runes look like? If I can type, speed runes are really easy. Yeah, that's simple. So I'm going to have to end up making a bunch of runes, but hopefully that is made a little bit easier relatively soon. If we can make this Conjuration Catalyst, which this is easy. We have all of this stuff. We've made this before. I can make more of that. It's the Focus Will, which is really difficult, and that is Brew of Flowing Spirit, which has to be made in the Spirit World. So we'd have to go to the Spirit World and get a decent spawn and all that kind of fun stuff, and it's a lot of work. I might duplicate some of the stuff so that we have everything available to us, but I don't know. We'll look into that later. Anyways, let's real quick. I just want to finish making these runes. So Rune of Lust, they're going to need different combinations of all these guys. So we'll just do this. Alright, so we'll start with lust, and it is air and summer. And there we go. So that'll take a moment. Also between episodes, I was working on bees. Bees are doing actually pretty well. I was able to mark off... Actually, I can mark off two things on here. I was able to mark off the excited. I have purebred excited. I also managed to get purebred eldritch. So there's that. And I will continue working on all of that as I have been. But let's get down to the best part of today. We have the 20 iridium ore that we need. And that is done already, so we'll go over there in a moment. But we have the iridium ore. We can go ahead and make, I think it's like this. The iridium reinforced plates. And then these go around a scenarium, which goes around the enriched scenarium. And now we can make the Certus Quartz wrench. And we got the networking tool. That is amazing. The last trip we got was about a month ago. So, yeah. To be fair, I haven't been able to do too much work with this series. Just because most of it's been waiting around, but let's go ahead and get some runes. So there's lust. Gluttony is winter and fire. And we're just going to get all this stuff taken care of. So that is awesome. Now we can start working with Emmy. And that is going to change our base drastically. So one of the first things I'm going to want to do is we're going to, well, let's just continue making these. Let's go ahead and finish these up. Alright, so gluttony. Next is water and spring. And what we'll do is we'll put these guys in here. And in here, I upgraded this chest to gold. I think what I'm going to end up doing is moving this and putting all progression items for the creative stuff in there. But, let's see, air and autumn. So there's greed. So yeah, this is an exciting day. This is going to be a lot of work, but we're going to start getting a applied logistics set up, and that is going to, like I said, basically it's going to change the entire base because we're going to be able to automate everything so easily. Wrath is earth and winter. As long as I don't duplicate any of these, I should be fine. And cool, so that should be that one. We have plenty of mana, which is really nice. Alright, envy is water and winter. And then pride is summer and fire. Alright, so spring, autumn. Where'd winter go? Oh, he's currently being used. There's that. And there we go. So there is all of the runes. And yeah, that is most of Britannia done. We still need to fight the Gaia Guardians a couple times, so that'll be something we'll do later. I'm not too worried about that, to be honest. It's just going to be a matter of doing it more than anything. So with that taken care of, let's go ahead and get into the ME system, and yeah, let's get started on this. So can I scan this? I can. Cool. This is going to be more stuff for us to scan as well because it's new stuff. So first things first, we're going to want to make some controllers. So, I'm just going to get rid of all of this stuff. And we're going to do ME controller. We're also going to want, let's see, we're going to want ME drive, ME 4K storage, ME storage cell 4K. I don't even know what it's. 4K ME storage cell. So we'll just leave it at that. Let's see, we're going to want ME crafting terminal. And I think that's about it for right now. We're also going to want a molecular assembler and interfaces. So that should be pretty much everything we're going to want. So let's start with the big guy, which is the ME controller. We are going to need some processors, so let's pop down here and grab all of these processors. And we'll grab things as we need them. So first things first, we're also going to want a storage bus. But that's not too big of a issue or anything. It is just an interface with some pistons. So first things first, ME controller. We do need skystone blocks, and to get skystone we need skystone dust and lava barrels. So we need a little bit of this. So let's grab a stack. I did have to void that, by the way. Wasn't that big of a deal, it's just something. Alright, so this is not going to be all that good, so let's just grab this guy. I have so much obsidian, by the way. That is kind of why I was doing that. So, I mean, there's that, but we have. Okay, we're gonna need pistons. I have a bunch of pistons. We're gonna need some slime balls. Not many though. Probably need some glass panes. Vibrant quartz glass, why not? Do I have... I don't know if a thaumium barrel will work. We can find out. Otherwise, we'll have to go grab one of the other barrels. So, I'm going to just put this like so. And I'm going to grab a single piece of bucket. And does this work? It does. Cool. So what we can do is servo and I have a single temperate fluid duct. Do I not have any hardened ones? Nope. Let's see. I have a pressurized fluid conduit. That'll work just as well. So, just put this guy right here. And I wish there was an easy way to get this, but there's not. So let's turn on jetpack and we'll float down. Always active. That's all we have to do. So with this, we'll be able to get some skystone, and it'll just be a matter of holding right click and getting as much skystone as I can. So we're gonna make, I would like about, for right now, 3. Let's make it an even, yeah, let's make it an even 4. So to do that, we're gonna need some more diamonds. Let's get 16. 16 more processors I think will be good. Whoa. Everything else is still here. We have 37 in reserve, so we should be able to do this no problem, but let's go ahead and make a bunch of skystone, and I have never scanned that before. So, can I scan these processors? Ooh, I can. Cool. So we'll just get more and more. So plenty of lava here. So it's not that big of a deal. But we'll get a bunch of skystone and we'll cook it up. And then what? Really? I did not realize that you could put those in barrels and cause that to happen. Alright, well, today I learned. I don't know that that's intended. Whatever. Let's make sure these are... Yep, those are actually there, as far as I can tell, so... Whoops. Lost a little bit of stuff, but that's okay. We'll live. I'm making more, so it doesn't really matter too much to me. Let's sleep so that we still make UU matter. And basically we're going to... What was that last thing? Lava. Basically we're going to smelt this up. And that should make the skystone, the pretty skystone blocks, essentially smelted stone. Scan that for a second, and then let's come down here. We're gonna put the lava back, and I want to grab whatever circuits we have, and we'll start making all of our different things. So let's see, if I want to make 4, we're gonna need 20. That's it. No, we're gonna need 16. Alright, so with this we can go ahead and make our first ME controller. So it's something like that. Flukes crystals, this guy, and these. So it's a little bit of an annoyance to make these, but that's okay. We'll live. As long as we keep that thing, it doesn't really matter to me. So we have 4 ME controllers now. So that means we can go ahead and set up the ME system once we get a couple more things. So this is the thing that accepts power. This is why we needed the Certus Quartz wrench. Everything else we can make. It's pretty easy, to be honest. We're gonna need some iron, and that's probably about it. So let's make, I don't know, 2 drives? 1, 2. That should be enough for now. And then we're gonna want to make a couple storage cells. We're gonna want some glass. I don't need that much redstone. Let's get like 2 stacks of redstone. And I have way too much stuff in my inventory. So let's just throw that back, and let's get 2 stacks of that. And we're gonna need some glass. Alright, so we need to make, first of all, I want to make these 4Ks, which requires a bunch of 1Ks. And we're gonna just do this. And then I need a stack of, do I have room? Yes. I need a stack of the Certus Quartz. So we're gonna make a bunch of these, and this is what our items will be stored on. If you've never really seen Applied Energistics, it's not too difficult to get into. It's just kind of expensive. The circuits especially. So we need this. We don't have enough quartz glass, so that is like so. No, other way around. And we're gonna make a ton of stuff because it's gonna be easier in the long run. And let's see, can we go ahead and make those yet? No. What are we missing for this? Redstone and iron. Alright, so Let's figure out where we're going to put this stuff, because that's going to be somewhat important. So if this is kind of, let's see, where's a power line? We're going to put, I'd love it right here. That's where I think I want it, the controller to be. So we're going to pop down here, and we're going to do something like this. And I think I will keep one on hand because there's something we're going to want that for later. So we'll just bring cable up, and that'll be good. So if that's there, we're going to have a line coming over here. And honestly, we could put these guys back here. So something like this will work. Alright, so with that taken care of, auto crafting will be in that direction, or, you know, I will kind of split things off. So the tricky part with Applied Logistics 2, I guess I should talk about that, because I'm assuming you guys would probably already know. This mod has been out for a long time, and if you've watched any of my other series, I've dealt with it. But basically, these controllers take power, which we're going to plug it in, probably on in the middle. Actually, I don't know if we can with how it's set up. Let's find out. And how it works is you need to have different channels. So can we do this? That'll give it power. That's cool. We can still teleport. Awesome. So we have a working ME controller. So you give it power and it lights up. It looks really cool. Now here's the thing. Each side of the controller outputs 32 channels. These wires transmit 8 channels. Anytime you are sending or receiving items, aka like digitizing items, it takes a channel. So each of these controllers take one channel. I'm maybe plugging the storage bus, which will allow the ME system to see everything connected to the drawer controller. That will take another channel. This has a max of 8 channels. There is a dense wire that has 32 channels, and each of these sides has 32 channels. So you kind of have to be smart about how you hook things up. Eventually we're going to have auto crafting and that kind of stuff, and that's going to be the things we're going to want some major, like, we're going to want some major stuff for that. You know what, I don't know what we're going to do yet. We'll do something, we'll figure that stuff out later. I just kind of want to get the basics set up now, and we can get more of it dealt with soon. So now we can start putting in our ME 4Ks. I'm only going to do 4Ks for now. If I see that we need more storage, we'll make those bigger. These store 63 types of item. All of the storage items, all of the storage cells do that. But the number of bytes it has is the difference between all of the different cells. And basically what the bytes are is just how much stuff they can store. An item takes so much room, and the more items you have, the more space it takes. So it's just one of those simple type of things. So with that taken care of, we have our first 5 storage cells, and once we get, let's get the let's see, this can go away. Let's go ahead and get the, let's see, we're gonna want the crafting terminal first. So this guy requires an ME terminal, which requires some cores. Alright, so we're going to take 2 of these guys, and we're going to go grind them up. And we just need a piece of nether quartz, which I realize we don't have any. And then Certus. Single piece of Certus. Yeah, we don't have any nether quartz, so we'll have to grab some other stuff. Let's just throw most of that stuff away. And we will make the cores. We'll have to grab some soul sand. And I'll go ahead and get that sifting. So this is going to allow us to actually see what we're doing with the, actually access the stuff on our ME system. So you need some sort of terminal, and we're going to make, why did I grab charge? It doesn't matter. We're going to make this guy, and we need some nether quartz for the annihilation cores, and let's see, we need to make let's see, this. So we're gonna need a piece of glowstone. What can I get rid of? You know what? We don't need this guy right now. We're gonna put him away. So we do need a little bit of glowstone, not much. So with this, we'll be able to start putting things into the system and accessing them. And that is a little important, I would think. So we're going to want one of these. Does this require? No. And then my inventory is so full. All right. I can do that. Cool. So let's put, what can we put away for right now? We can put these away for right now. And then we need a workbench. I have 4 oak wood in here. Perfect. And there we go, the ME crafting terminal. Now this allows us not only to see our items, but also craft with them. Now here's the thing. We can go ahead and start putting stuff away. That is an actual applied energistic system. So if we come down here and look, all of our stuff is in here. And that's exactly where it needs to be. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to make the, we need to make an interface. And now we can shift click stuff and it will auto craft it, and it's great. And we're going to use the interface to make a storage bus. So we just need to make a sticky piston, and then there we go, storage bus. And we're going to pop down here, and this is the guy that's going to go right here, and we're going to tell him no, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Bidirectional and priority. We're gonna have that as a negative priority so that it, wait, no, how does it work? Negative priority is far away, so we want a high priority, so let's just do that. So basically what that means is, let's take a look, because I know I have, for example, I have some glass and iron in here. So the glass and iron are actually stored right here. So we have 15 of 63 types. Now, here's the thing about that. I don't actually want those there because I have storage elsewhere. I have storage of iron and glass here. So what we're going to do is if we hook this up, and it will find it, and the device is online, everything's good. We should see here in a second that this will reduce the number. It should, anyways. Or is it? Once it sees that it's there, I don't know. It should. I don't remember which way it goes. Let's just set it to 20, something a little bit more reasonable. And what we can do just to kind of force it. So now we can see all of our stuff. And this is all the stuff that's connected to here. Now, disclaimer, Applied Energistics isn't really good with these compacting drawers, so what's something easy? Okay, this is a good one. Quicksilver. We have 30 plus 2 drops. So that would be, we have 30 plus 2 drops. Except it doesn't know that it doesn't quite have 30. It gets confused a little bit. So that is going to be a problem later for autocrafting, but it's okay. We have 400 diamonds, which is really nice. So this is kind of the nice thing about this, the Applied Energistics system, is here is all of our stuff. I just need to remember which way the priority goes. So still says 15 out of so many types. Let's set this guy, his priority, to negative. And actually, let's set it to higher. And this should go up, I think. Let's take one of these guys and put them in here, and we'll set this to a negative. So we'll see where the items go, if they go anywhere. That is the question. I guess I could force it to do some stuff and see where the items go. So for example, we could take cobalt and put it back. And it's no longer in the drawer. We have 0 in there. So where did it go? It went here. So higher priority is the key. So alright, that tells me exactly what I need to know. Alright, cool. So with that, I believe it'll figure it out later, or I can just kind of force it by doing that, and then it's back where it needs to be. So we have, let's see, we've made the storage bus. That is important. We need to make another interface. We need to make molecular assemblers as well. So what we're going to do is, first things first, let's make, let's see, we need flux crystals. And I have them in here. Let's get like 16. 16 of these guys will be ground up, and we'll make stuff out of them. So let's go ahead and sleep. And a lot of the wiring for the Applied Energistics system, I'm probably going to be doing off camera. I'll kind of figure it out as I go, how I want things and where I want things and all that kind of fun stuff. But we're going to want to make some interfaces, and we're going to want to make some molecular assemblers. And we're also going to want the interface terminal. So we're going to need a secondary interface, and then we're also going to want pattern. Let's see, pattern terminal, which is another crafting terminal. So we can actually do that one. And what are we missing? All right, so we still need the cores. All right, well, that's fine. So we done? Yes, cool. And then we can grab some more nether quartz. And that is good. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to set up a little bit of auto crafting for a couple key components. So first things first, we're going to make, let's make 2-3 sets of those, and since I don't have many items, we'll make 3 sets of these. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and 1 of those. So we'll get crafting terminal, crafting table, so that we can make... Oh, do I not have any more cores? Whoa. I thought I was typing. Okay, so we didn't have any more cores. Can we make some more? I do believe we can. So pattern terminal requires that and that. Let's go ahead and make one more interface. And then we're gonna want this guy. I put the illuminated panels in here. So there's the ME terminal, ME crafting terminal, and then the pattern terminal, and then the interface terminal. There we go. And then I want to grab some cables. We're gonna just do one of these because this is how I like to set it up. And a lot of this stuff I'm going to be moving again off camera. So interface terminal and pattern terminal. So what this is this is beginnings of auto crafting, and we need a couple more things before we can do that. We're gonna need, so I have the molecular assembler. Let's see, we're going to need a crafting unit. We're actually gonna need two of these. One of them will get that, and for the time being we're just gonna make a 1K. We'll make more sooner rather than later, and this is gonna be let's see, where would be the best place to put this? Honestly, right back here. We'll drop this down, and we're gonna put it just right here. So crafting. However, the actual stuff is gonna go over here, and let's do it off of this line. And I want it to be in midair, so we're gonna do something like this. 3, 4, and molecular assemblers don't actually require any channels, so there's only a couple channels. Now we can see channels. How do I make smart cables? Let's see, smart cable. We just need glowstone and redstone with a covered cable. So that's just that and wool, which I believe I have a bit of. And then we should be able to make this guy. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and break this and put him there. So we should see 4 channels being used. And we do. Eventually I will put this as dense and we'll have 32 channels of auto crafting, but that'll be later. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to make some, what are they called? Blank patterns, which are not too bad to make. We're going to make 5. And one of the first things we're going to tell it to make is blank patterns, because that makes sense, right? And we just come over here and we tell this to go ahead and do that. So I still have one more interface, and we'll get to that here in a moment. Actually, right now. We're going to be replacing... Actually, we can just place it right here. And we're going to put this guy up, and I think right here will be good. So this is going to be our, probably most of our auto crafting line, but specifically for right now, this is processor auto crafting, because processors are really important. So we're going to teach the system how to make processors, and it's actually pretty easy. So you just get your blank patterns, and we're going to tell the system, hey, if you take, let's see, you take, whoops, It's not synchronized. There we go. I don't care if it's synchronized right now. So if you take a diamond, and this is going to be a processing pattern. If you take a diamond, a piece of silicon, and a piece of redstone, for example, I want to make this look nice, and a diamond, you will get a processor, specifically the engineering processor. We can do this for all three of them. And the only problem is we don't have much pure Certus, but we'll fix that probably next episode. And then if you take a piece of gold, it will give you this one. So with that taken care of, we can go down here and find the chest, and we'll put these guys in here. So what we're probably going to do is we're gonna use this guy for something else as well, and we'll get to that soon. We'll have we're going to set up the crystal growth accelerators with some other stuff to make that really nice. So that is the plan with that. But now if I want, let's say I want an engineering processor, I want 2 of them. It says cool, you can do that. And it will take a second, but that one crafting unit will start making them. So while it's doing that, the other things that we're going to want to learn pretty quickly is everything to make the blank pattern. So the blank pattern, blank patterns require quartz. And something I want to actually do with the blank pattern. So let's come here, we'll put it back here, and it's preventing substitution. That is exactly what I want. So we need the quartz glass. Let's do auto search. I think I know what that means. So quartz glass, we're gonna want that to be learned. And that is pretty easy. So there we go. Again, I don't want substitutions for that one. And we just put that in there as well. So do we have the processors yet? No. Oh, because they're not going to go back in there. They're going to be in here. So that's pretty easy to fix. All we need to do is break these two. We're going to have that there with nothing allowed to go there. And then nope, not like that. The filter. And great. I have to refilter it so it's whitelist with this. And hopefully it didn't send anything else. It might have. That's okay. So we need the other 2 processors. So one of these and one of these. Now eventually we'll probably want to make this a larger filter for the other items we're going to want through, but we'll worry about that later. So now we can autocraft all the processors, we can autocraft blank patterns, we can make 20 of those, and it should not be a problem at all. And eventually we'll set up machines to this, and it'll be wonderful. So what's the next thing we want to autocraft? We're going to want, let's see, we're going to want ME cable, and we're going to want interfaces. Interfaces are the more important thing. So in order to make the interface, we need a formation core, and it can just be normal Certus quartz. We're also going to need the annihilation core, and I want to make sure that it has some of these, and then the interface. And we're also going to want the ME cable. I realized I spelled that wrong. So glass cable. So that is quartz fiber. And then let's go ahead and grab some of that so that we can do the next part, which requires fluix, which I don't have any in there. And that's what we're gonna work on getting next episode. So we'll just throw this stuff in here, and now we can autocraft ME interfaces, as well as the cables, and then that will expand as we go. Now the other thing that I want to make, and this one is really quite important, is the storage cells, because these guys are annoying to make. So we'll just come over here and storage cells. We just do this. So there's that crafted. And then if we want the 4K, oh, I used the one. Whoops. So let's see, can I get one of these? And then we can go ahead and do this one. So there's the 4K, and we can go ahead and put those guys in there, and we can make those. So that will be enough for now, I do believe. And like, I could craft one of these, and it's gonna use all that stuff. And actually, let's go ahead and do that. Let's craft one of these. All right, now that it's done crafting, we're gonna pop down here. We're gonna pick this guy up. We're gonna remove the 1K, add the 4K, and put them back. So that just upped how much we can craft at once. Now we're still gonna be pretty basic for now with all the crafting, but that'll get better relatively soon. Now with that taken care of, we can also go ahead and tell the system how to make 4K storage. Make a little bit of quartz glass, and there we go. So once again, another pattern, and that I think will be a good stopping point for today. So next time we are going to start automating a couple of things, namely the crystal growth accelerator and fluix crystals, and then I don't know, maybe we'll look into getting a couple more machines, pulverizers, some basic machines, and we'll start automating those as well. So that'll be the plan, and we will go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!